What she sees is me wearing a stupid silver mask, holding up an old janky antique ring, and the whole proposal became me explaining why it was so sweet that I kept the mask, and her saying, "Are you serious?" for about 3 minutes. Hey, welcome to the word search of my life with me, Dave Franco. Name the character I voice in Hoppers. Titus. Either Titus or the Insect King, but I imagine it's probably Titus. Okay, you said this was gonna be easy. It's gonna take a little bit because I can't even find a T. There it is, got it. Got it. All right, I met my wife, Allison, during Mardi Gras. Is that correct? Can you guys tell me if it's correct? Okay, yes, we are the only couple to survive from meeting at Mardi Gras. Mardi Gras is in New Orleans. It's just a wild, crazy celebration for I think a week, but it's just a bunch of parades. When I met my wife, we were definitely not sober, but you know what? 14 years later, there you have it. We just had our anniversary. Aww. Found Mardi Gras, here we go. Before my acting career, I wanted to be oh, you guys did some research. What did I want to be, a teacher? Okay. Yeah, I thought I might get into creative writing. I just remember this one creative writing teacher I had who I just became very close with. That teacher was getting poetry and these like short stories from us that like really kind of gave her insight into who we were, and because of that she became very close with a lot of us, as opposed to, you know, other teachers which are great but like they have the same curriculum over and over and they don't kind of have that as much of a personal connection. So just thought that might be fun. Teacher, here's teacher. I was once crowned sexiest blank dad of 2025. Sexiest cat dad. This is something I've been working for my whole life. I am the weird cat guy. I realized that when I was single and I had two 18-pound cats, and I didn't think that was weird until it started coming up in every interview I've ever done. And then I would start, you know, trying to date people and they were not down with 36 cumulative pounds of cat. And then luckily I met Allison, who was down.
Did you have to like nominate yourself?
Did not nominate myself. I think I did that subconsciously by just putting out in the universe how weird of a cat person I am. But no, one day my publicist just reached out and said, "You won sexiest cat dad." And I was like, okay, we have peaked. The cat. This is exciting for everyone. There it is, there it is. I'm better at this than I thought. Okay, when I was 14, I worked at a VHS rental store where blank used to visit. Where who used to visit? Who came into the rental store? Is it a person? No. Okay, I was gonna say, this is true actually. Steve Jobs. My first job, mom and pop video store. I was 14. It was actually illegal for me to work there at that age, so they paid me by allowing me to take home as many movies as I wanted, and that's how I got into just watching everything. It's how I started loving movies, and it happened to be the year 1999, which is now regarded as one of the best movie years of all time. It's like The Matrix, American Beauty, American Pie, Being John Malkovich, Fight Club, The Insider. Look at the list of 1999 movies. There's like 30 of them that are just like, oh my God. And so those were the movies that like kind of formed me. I just realized something on here. You can do a little diagonal and then go straight. That's cheating. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, in an interview I once said, if you ask my wife, she would say I'm much more blank than she is. Shy, reserved. I'm much more, oh, give me a hint, give me a hint.
In keeping with your anniversary.
Romantic. That is true. That is true.
What's the most romantic thing you've done?
The proposal story, when we met at Mardi Gras, she had this like stupid silver mask on her head the whole weekend. And I would try to take it from her and she wouldn't let me have it. And it was this like flirty back and forth. So when she left New Orleans, she left the mask for me and with a little note on it. So what she didn't know is that I kept the mask. I had had the mask for about 4 years. I knew that she wanted to pick the ring out with me. So I didn't have a ring. I figured I should have something, I should have a placeholder ring to just put on her finger. So I went down the street to this like old Hollywood antique store and I got this like old looking ring and I was like, ooh, that's cool. So we get up to Big Sur and we're overlooking this beautiful ocean. She's turned away from me. I'm pretending to take a picture of her, but I'm recording it. So she turns around, I'm on one knee, I'm wearing the mask, and she can't place the mask. So what she sees is me wearing a stupid silver mask, holding up an old janky antique ring, and the whole proposal became me explaining why it was so sweet that I kept the mask, and her saying, "Are you serious?" for about 3 minutes. So yes, I'm more romantic than her. Oh yeah. And she still doesn't appreciate it. It's like dangling haphazardly in our kitchen. I'm like, the cats could just destroy this. And she's like, it's fine. And it is not on the board. This is a trick question. We might come back to romantic because this one, there it is. It was right at the very bottom, the most straightforward one, right across the board. My childhood hero was, I think I probably would have said Roald Dahl. Just the greatest kids book author ever in my mind, just because his books are so dark. Also really informed my sensibilities, but like The Witches is probably my favorite book by Roald Dahl. If you read that book, I think there's a preface before the book even starts where it's like, witches are everywhere. They look like you and me. They could be your teacher reading you this book right now, which like, that's so dark. And I just love it. I should know how to spell Roald. R-O, is there an H in there?
Yes.
Is it R-H?
R-O-A-L-D.
R-O-A-L-D, there's no H.
D-A-H. Yeah, in doll.
Doll, in doll, yes. Okay. Roald. Here we go. I screen tested for this Twilight character in 2008. Edward. This is so funny that keeps coming up, how 20 years later. When I say I screen tested, they told me that I was maybe one of a handful, if not maybe even more people left. I wasn't like as close as it sounds. I wasn't as close as like as I should be for a question that's followed me for 20 years. But yes, I did test for Edward. I think it went to the right person, and what I really respect about what Pattinson's done since then is he's really sought out just amazing directors along the way, and he keeps doing incredibly just unexpected, just awesome work. Edward. Here we go. I graduated from the University of Southern California.
What did you study?
I majored in psychology. I minored in film. At the time when I first got to school, I had no idea what I wanted to do, and so when that's the case, you do communications or psychology. So that's what I did, and I minored in film just because I was curious about movies, and weirdly enough, it became like the perfect combination for being an actor. And my film classes were unbelievable. Like when you're at USC, you just have this access. I took literally it was like called a Spielberg class. Once a week, we would watch a Spielberg movie, and then at the end of the semester, he came in and just talked to us for like 4 hours, and it was like, this is the coolest thing in the world. Okay, my star sign is Gemini. I don't think I'm a standard Gemini from everything I hear about it. I don't know much about star signs, but I think when people hear Gemini, they think kind of like two personalities, kind of two-faced. I don't think that's me. I think over the years I've realized maybe what it is, the Gemini, like what is the Gemini in me, and I think it's like when I'm working, I'm like pretty type A, where I'm just like a really hard worker. I want things to be perfect, and then when I'm not working, I'm pretty easygoing, I think, and like to just do nothing, and so maybe that's the Gemini in me. Okay, there's Gemini. We did it! All right. Thank you for watching. Make sure to check out Hoppers now.